Yo, what's up? It's your boy Trey back again. Playing some more AI Somnium Files. Pretty sure if I once we jump back into this, it will probably be the ending for the Annihilation ending, because that just unlocked on the last vid, and then probably jumping back over and doing the other vid. So probably should be in one video, as long as this doesn't decide it wants to be super long to get to the end of those. But we can see. Oh, excuse me. Why is it? As soon as I start talking, I start yawning. Must be like something to do with like stretching the jaw muscles and shit when you start talking. All right, so that's locked. Can't do that yet. Jump straight into it, and that's the resolute ending, I think. This one's unlocked. So let's begin that. And then I think once I get these two endings, I'll probably splice together a video with the 5 endings altogether, plus I think the one secret ending I got, maybe. I'm gonna look to see if there's another one. And then also, I guess the one bad ending I got for like failing to complete the cutscene thing.
That is Sosajima.
Getting what he deserves. Bye.
Why?
I wonder, should I not be showing that?
Why?
Maybe I'll bleep it out, yeah.
Boss? What's going on here? Why did Boss kill So?
I also feel like there's worse stuff on YouTube. I mean, Resident Evil shows way worse than that.
Shoko was killed around 5 p.m. Friday. What was Boss doing at that time?
Unknown.
Mm-hmm.
What about Saturday, 8 p.m.?
When
Renji was killed?
Uh-huh.
Similarly unknown.
No. What about...
Iris and Ota were killed at different times. I was watching the stream on the call with Boss.
Only the first few minutes. The polar bear had not yet appeared on stream. It is possible that she made the call from somewhere off camera.
Where was Boss's phone at the time? Check her cell records.
She did not call from a mobile phone. She used a PC. Using a VPN service, she could have accessed her Abyss PC from the warehouse and made the call.
Yeah, it's looking kind of bad for Boss here.
Boss is the new Cyclops killer? Shoko, Renju, Iris, Ota, So. Boss killed them all?
The evidence makes that a likely possibility. So also had his left eye removed. Identical to Shoko, Renju, and Iris.
Are we gonna look around in her office and find the eyes?
Date, I know where the boss is. I have picked up her GPS.
Where?
She is now at the Sagan residence, somewhere inside Hitomi's house.
What?
I can't believe she'd be that stupid to turn her phone back on. But I know it's plot, so yeah.
Hitomi!
She's in the back room.
I'ma call Boss's phone.
On it. No, that's not.
I know,
Just click on everything eventually. In the microwave? Oh, right there on the counter.
Boss's phone.
Oh shit.
Is it a porn magazine or a porn? No. Ooh.
Kaname Date, you were under arrest for murder.
What the hell?
Drop your weapon. Comply.
Hmm.
Boss.
Should have listened to what she told you. You dropped the case. What was that? It was a porn mag. You set him up.
I could ask you the same thing. You killed Shoko Nadami, didn't?
That's ridiculous. What are you talking about?
Don't lie.
How? How could he
I
have
don't
killed
know. She was gone when I got here.
Why did you come here?
Why would I tell you?
it? Iva would have definitely
Are you
ratted him
kidding
out.
me?
You're the new Cyclops kid.
What? Why do you think that?
You put a gun to So's head and pulled the trigger. I saw it with my own eye.
Shut up! Shut up!
Hmm. Fight.
This is going nowhere.
Are you going to fight?
I have no choice.
I recommend against it. You have 0 chance of winning a firefight.
Well then, what can I do?
Let me think.
Surrender. Or, yeah, I guess you'd let her do that. Throw the baby powder at him. Shoot some kind of bullet. No?
Date, what is that on the kitchen table?
What?
The magazine.
You want me to look at a magazine now?
Just look.
Can't be. This is the stuff of legends. Only the most diehard fans have ever laid eyes on it.
Of course. Oh, increases blood rate, his heart rate up. Oh, so now he's super powered. Oh shit, I almost fell.
Whoa! Limited edition!
Oh wow. Really? I don't even know. I mean, I guess that works.
What?
Date, load evolver with fireball bullets. Shoot
Oh.
loud.
Of course. It's gonna cause an explosion. A dust explosion. Did we use the firebomb one yet? Maybe. Or it looks like the same as the explosive one. Alright, so what am I have to do? Control up, control up. Woo! Some buttons are random. I mean, that knocked everybody on the ass. Probably. Now, I would imagine if they started shooting, they would stop shooting.
She is probably just unconscious. Her right shoulder and left leg suffered damage, but she will live.
A dust explosion, huh?
Thank you.
But you could have just had me throw the bag of flour.
That would have been too slow. To improve your reaction time, I had to improvise.
I don't know if that's good or bad that she
Anyway,
knows him well enough.
Let's have a look. Hey, this is just a cooking magazine.
What? Did she superimpose the image onto it or something? He's gonna put her inside the machine. Yep.
Boss is still. However, her brainwaves are stable. Syncing with her shouldn't be an
Date, talking to her would be. You do know that, don't you?
Mm-hmm. That's what I do. I mean, everybody's already died at this in this ending, so. What am I supposed to be clicking on then? It's like, am I supposed to be clicking on the chair? Here, machine. I click on you up here.
Because I know that the boss is my enemy, I got the video from Iba. I processed it and found that it showed no sign of tampering, which means there can be no mistake. The boss, after pulling out his left eye, that makes the odds of her being the culprit behind the other murders very high. Or maybe she had accomplices. Either way, she's a criminal. That's why I am cooperating with you, Special. I want it as bad as you do. The truth.
Look, lady had no sound on that.
She has broken her right shoulder, as well as the fibula of her left leg, but her brain is in sync with her.
Okay.
I had him put back behind bars.
In Fuchu prison.
That's right. I couldn't keep him here.
Oh, that's right. We caught him. That's right. Yep.
Preparations done.
Ready anytime.
Let's get started.
Oh, sorry. In this timeline, he never escaped. Or timeline, situation, reality, whatever you want to call it. He never escaped. So.
Dante,
I know.
6 minutes.
6-minute time limit. I'll be back before time's up.
Not unless you want to switch bodies, apparently.
let's begin.
It's a pretty unique way to have the story go. I mean, with the multiple endings, and that you have to do one ending gets locked until you do an ending all the way up to a certain point, and then after you get to that certain point, it locks that ending, and then makes you go back to the other ending that it locked, that it now unlocked, so that you can go back to the final ending to see that after it unlocks, after you get that ending. Is very complicated. But I guess it ensures that you don't see certain endings until they want you to. Makes you work for it instead of people just skipping to the end and getting the final ending or something.
Time to loosen up.
Do you
What
always
is it?
have to come in like that?
It is of the utmost importance.
At a time like this?
Times like this are perfect. Anyway, it appears to be an abandoned factory of some kind.
What could Boss be hiding here?
Oh. So is this the factory where the other
Sonium scan. Activate.
the other sync machine is? The prototype? I wish she stopped wiggling like that. It just looks weird. Lock 1. Lock 2. How many locks we got? Oh, oops, hit the wrong button. Let me do that. Alright, let's see. Open the first door. I don't even see anything to go. Oh, there's one thing. There's something over there too. Alright, there's a ladder, a door, another door.
Arrested men.
Pick it, put pick in the lock, break the lock with pick. God, that is so much time, man.
It is no use. The ice pick will not work. A rusted metal door.
Are you?
Dante, you've got 5 minutes.
Break the lock with that.
Roger. I will.
Oh, I'm actually surprised that worked.
All right, open it.
So is that the first? Some keys. with the lockpick on it, or with the ice pick.
Several keys have fallen.
One of them must be the right one.
I do not have time to try all of them.
Hopefully there's some kind of sign.
Indeed.
Whew, still disturbing when you hear that noise, man. Holy crap, they ain't joking with us at several. Alright, let's try the first one.
It's a key.
Of course, it's a goddamn penalty for picking it up.
Whoa!
Doesn't look like this is it.
It could be related to what we saw beyond the...
Hold on. So if each of these is going to be eyeballs, I mean, I'm just going to pick them all up. If each of these is going to be eyeballs, it's eyeballs relating to somebody, right?
That's no good either.
Date, please. Exercise...
Eyeball.
Do you?
Yeah.
Of course I do.
Eyeball of all the victims. There are 5 victims now. There's 5 keys.
It's a key.
Number 1 maybe, probably the right key. I don't know. I wonder if it'll randomize this every time.
Please. Exercise...
I'm just walking around in a circle.
Of course I do.
Because the reality of it is, I would imagine, I would not put it beyond the game to make it that it absolutely is the last one you pick.
This key.
Oh, good, that probably would have helped too.
It appears to be correct.
That's what I said.
The tag is labeled A.
I was right. Give me some credit.
That must mean you can use this key for something labeled...
Come on.
I like how they showed me the door too.
Agent Dante, you've got 4 minutes.
Oh, that's C. Where's there an A one? It must be over here. How do you get over to A? Oh, I mean, I wasted like 10 seconds to, or 20 seconds doing that. It's a door. Door 0.
A rusted
No thank you. Oh, there's A. I thought that said C on it.
a door that looks like the anywhere door.
I could have sworn that said C on it.
The key I just picked up.
Yeah, try that.
It opened.
You know what it was? It's probably from on the other side of the door. It says C. Maybe.
Odd. Isn't this the 3rd floor? What is going on here?
Looks like the floors are connected in a weird way.
As usual.
Quite the troublesome dream.
Aren't they always? I mean, they don't want you to find what you're looking for too easily, right? It does say A on it too. And here. Can't go that way, so we can go this way. That's blocked off. B.
A door with B?
Well, obviously kicking it open is not going to work, which is why they put the
Does
damn.
not appear to be locked.
That's why they put the damn thing on it.
This is the 2nd floor, but it is clearly not the door I just opened.
It's like a maze. I have to remember what door goes where.
A goes to the 3rd floor, B goes to the 2nd floor. And I can only go down, so C goes somewhere else.
C.
Oh, okay, I just realized that it says times 3. So it's times 3, which is why it was 3 seconds to open the door versus
Oh.
We leave the 2nd floor and come right back to it? This is confusing.
it's on the other side that's open. I suppose I never noticed that. And this was the next thing, right? The
A
shelf.
bookshelf. There is an obvious wire tied to it.
An obvious wire. Slide in the gap. Push. Holy crap. Like, why?
It is no use. I am not powerful enough to.
So, you're too weak. God.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. It is the truth. I am just a lowly artificial intelligence.
Really? Hey, she's really being real. I thought she was like playing around like she always is.
Bookshelf.
You have 3 minutes, Dante.
It's still.
Roger.
I'm assuming they gave you the one just for that. Maybe? No? Alright. What's that all the damn noise?
I suppose it isn't possible.
Alright, so that's. No, not to waste my time with the shelf. Oh, steel drum.
An oil drum.
I have a whole lot of time left. Okay, maybe not.
It's no use.
You could have told me earlier instead of wasting.
Excuse you? Is that really something you should be saying to the one making all the
There's a difference between being stubborn and not knowing when to.
Why is she being so
an oil drum?
weird? She's usually not that I don't want to say bitchy, but oh, is that supposed to be a reference to the bar for killing Renji?
Guess you should check that door.
Yeah, I don't imagine I'm gonna accomplish this on the first try. Of course, it's that much damn shit to go in there. Like, I don't get it. Like,
A rusted.
time will not be used. Okay.
It does not
What
appear
if
to
it's not gonna be used? Why even put the damn shit on there? You know what? That looks like the way a boss would kill somebody.
This again.
So we can't just grab one. We have to be.
Well, not to understand how it works. I mean, also thought that it might do something like. God, I thought it said it wasn't gonna.
There is no time.
Damn it! What the hell is?
It said it wasn't gonna use the time. Unless I misread that. I'm gonna tell you, if I come to that first door and that shit says 100,
Door.
how am I supposed to get past this? It has 100. I only have 90. Dude, it's an automatic failure and it's the only way I can go. I can't go no other way.
Rows
I've already-
of monitor.
That's all I can do is use that to bleed off the fucking time. Which is fucking stupid, man.
Door.
No, I was trying. I love how I clicked on the 1/3 and it went to the option to go through the door. Alright. I'm gonna try because I wasted up so much time. I doubt I have enough time to make it anyways. It actually might be worth going through that the next time just to get the 1 second. And I'm gonna make it here with 42 seconds. I got 2 1 seconds. And go up here. And then I gotta run all the way over there, which is gonna hit 30 seconds.
Dante, 30 seconds.
A door with.
Alright, now I'm down here. Oh, wait, what? Did I go the wrong way?
A rusted metal door.
I think I went the wrong way. I did. What the hell? Dude, I just wanted to play the game. It was exciting. It was cool. I really dig the way this game played. And then they started inserting arbitrary difficulty.
Rows of.
Sure.
Rows of.
Just you have to know the exact order. And then it even has to make it so that you have to know the order, then you have to
Now we can
do
use the
certain
root
things
tool.
along the way to get the extra stuff. Alright, so where did I mess up at? I went through, go through D, which do the half gives me the 1. Go through, no, it doesn't have those 2. Oh, 1, okay, gives me 1. Go through the door E.
Door E.
Sacrifice 1 second to get the extra 1 second. And now run all the way around to get back to C.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry.
Run all the way around to get to C.
Door.
To I didn't have one. I had 1 last time. I just picked that up for no reason now. 1 second. That brings me here, and then I go up to the B. Right? Or did I run over there? Go up to the B.
Door B prime.
And then that gets me here where I now have to run all the way over here. We drop down to the F
Door F.
and then use this to negate the freaking penalty. And we're down here again.
First floor. This is the first time we've been here.
That big door. If we can see what's in there.
Alright, so I have a choice. The ladder, which the only thing that was left was investigate, and the only thing left for that one was investigate. Right? It was investigate
Iron ladder.
or tackle. Tackle is the only thing that I have not tried on this yet.
ready?
Okay, that worked.
Whoa!
Oh, that blew the bars off.
This somnium is awfully.
Hey, that door. Maybe we can open that one.
Dude, that was unnecessarily hard.
A rusted metal door.
Doesn't matter.
I'm going to open it.
They really like showing this. They really do. Because I swear this just happened and it's been shown at least 4 times. Damn it, at an hour already? Shit. Well, I can trim it down, so that's good.
That's... Iba, return to the control room on the 3rd floor.
At once.
Oh, I see. You better not make me have to do it. I ain't got no more time left. There's 2 missing. What were the 2 other killings? Shoko. Oof. Oh, it was Renju who did that. Huh. And then... are we going to be surprised that Iris... Really? It's going to be Sho who did it? So, everybody killed each other off in this ending? I mean, I guess this is why it's called the annihilation end, but god dang.
What the hell is going on?
Okay.
Tate, what are you doing? 6 minutes are up.
Wait! Hitomi is...
Date, you can't go any longer! Force shutdown!
No!
She's at the chemical plant with the other machine. That one was a little bit more tough. It required, I don't want to call it arbitrary, it just required a little bit more planning in there to get extra stuff. It's freaking annoying. Stuff you haven't had to do for other ones. Then again, at the same time, they have been getting a little bit tougher as we've been going, so I can't be but so mad about it.
I took a look around your head, and I discovered something. Something about the new Cyclops serial killings. Apart from Ota, there are 4 victims. Shoko Nadami,
Uh-huh.
Renju Okiura,
Mm-hmm.
Iris Sagan,
Mm-hmm.
and So Sejima. Who was responsible for these murders? Shoko was stabbed by Renju with an ice pick. Renju was strangled to death by Iris. So cut open Iris's body. But who shot So?
But see, none of that makes sense.
In other words, all of these murders were committed by different people. There wasn't just one killer. That's how it looks on the surface, anyway. But that's not the truth. There's only one culprit, one person, and that person is...
You.
Yes, the person in front of me right now.
You're blaming the commander of Abyss for this?
No, not Boss. The person inside Boss's head.
Can you at
89.
least try to make sense?
All right, I'll explain. You know about the abandoned chemical plant in Kawasaki? There's a prototype sync machine there. You use that device to swap around bodies one by one.
That makes sense
In
because
other
everybody
words,
went missing at
the
some point.
entire egg ends up being replaced. Mind, consciousness, memory, they are traded. Switched.
So who's the killer then?
I don't know where it started, but at some point, you got into Shoko's brain. Then, you got into Renju's. And got rid of Shoko's body. After Renju was Iris. You strangled Renju using Iris. After that, into So. Who you used to kill Iris and Ota at the cult storage warehouse.
See? I kept saying that
Now,
Iris was acting completely
you're in
different in
Boss's
this
body,
timeline than she was in
inside
the other
her head.
ones.
I see. If you know that much, then I have nothing left to hide. Yes, I am the culprit behind the new Cyclops serial killings. I guess you can call me the new Cyclops killer.
Who are you? I was too.
Saito Sajima. Father's been Sajima's son.
Oh.
What?
I researched Saito thoroughly, but I cannot find any images of him on the internet. He is listed on the family register, but I cannot find any photographs.
That makes sense.
That was me.
You imitate her well. From the way you talked and your body language, it was like the real Iris.
No, I kept saying something was off.
Earlier, too. You almost had me fooled. Your imitation of Boss was perfect.
Yes, there's a reason for that. Let me define some terms first. A person's memory and sense of self. Let's call that personality. It isn't quite the right word, but it'll suffice. Now, transferring that personality into someone else's brain, let's call that parasitism. The one transferring is the parasite. The one being transferred into is the host. Are you with me so far? Moving on. Even after the personality exchange is complete, the host's memory isn't complete. About 1% remains in the brain. So, a parasite could use that 1% to imitate the language and behavior of the host. That's how I knew about the warehouse and Sunfish Pocket, by the way. Thanks to Renju and Iris's remaining memories. I'm telling you, it was me. Why are you making me repeat myself?
That means the Somnium I entered on Sunday.
That's right. It was me.
That makes sense because her Somnia was completely different.
What's going on here?
Before I do, there's something I want to hear from you. How did you know about the prototype sync machine? And not only that, you also seem to know what the sync machine is truly capable of. Why is that?
That's...
Yeah, you should
Gaining
know
your
that.
memories, are you?
Uh-oh.
Human memory is fractal. If you retain even a single piece of it, it's possible to recreate the whole thing. Pieces of memories are like roots that grow into every corner, gradually, slowly taking. I imagine the same thing is happening in your brain right now.
A fractal is a figure with self-similarity. Allow me to explain.
Holy crap. This has just gotten like super
Whichever
sci-fi and
fragment you
deep.
cut, you will see a similar shape. The whole is made up of its similar parts. This is called a fractal figure. Memories in the brain are similar. That is what he is explaining. He is claiming that from a few pieces, you can rebuild the memory.
Uh-huh.
Parallel worlds exist.
Fine. I still have time.
time.
You'll see.
Uh-oh.
So, where do you want me to start?
Oh.
Like you guessed, my personality was in Shoko. That made calling Renju easy. I need to talk to you about something. He came over without question. I think it was around 4 p.m. I had him meet me at the chemical plant. I made Renju go to sleep. Synced. Switched. And then stabbed Shoko's discarded body with an ice pick.
Oh, shit. That
I
means
took
in the
Shoko
other
to
time he
Bloom
almost
Park by
died.
car, using the old abandoned subway line. Must have been around 8 p.m. I tied up Shoko to one. After that, I used Renju's phone to send a Nile message.
I get Mizuki
Then
involved.
I just waited for Mizuki. Until next Saturday evening, my personality was inside Renju. My next target was Iris. I knew she would be suspicious if I asked her to come to Kawasaki, so I asked her to I called her a little before 5 p.m., and she arrived. I greeted her, then convinced her to come. That's when Ota saw us. Anyway, I put her on the way. I made her take a sleeping pill. I knew she might run once she saw where we were going. It was around 7 p.m. when I got there, and I wasted no time switching
So
rides.
that was the BS where she saw about she jumped out the car and ran
After
away.
getting Iris's body,
think.
I used a rolled-up apron to strangle Renju to death. Then I put his body in an empty oil drum. I put that in the trunk of the car, then headed to Sunfish. But then, something I didn't anticipate. Waiting for the signal in Akiba, someone knocked on the window. It was Ota. He asked me something about being able to drive. He was surprised, to say the least. I didn't have time to waste on it, but I couldn't risk him finding the oil drum in the trunk. Plus, if word got around that Renji's car was spotted driving around Akiba, that would foil my... So, I told him that I didn't have a license, so he...
The
That's
little,
what that
fool.
thing referred to in Ota's Nile messages, by the way. And just like that, I managed to escape a bad situation and headed to... The rest went exactly as you already
Wow.
figured out. Sunday morning, I had a recording or some... Oh, I am, of course, referring to Iris. I didn't want to draw suspicion, so I went to Lemniscate and performed, and when I left, I ran into you, Doc. To be honest, I was a little surprised. Just the previous night, I was a parasite in the body of Renju. I
Holy
didn't
crap.
think Ota had seen me. So, of course, I didn't expect to see you there. You were on to me, but there was nothing. If I ran, it would only increase...
I'm actually curious how he got Boss.
So I decided to play my role.
How did he trick Boss into it with
Interrogation
Iris's
began around
body?
8:20 p.m., is that right? Then you synced into my mind. But you didn't get what you were looking. As a result, you had no choice.
That makes sense why everybody was showing up as blue colors and different figures,
I didn't wanna go
because
home right
she was hiding it,
I
or
knew there
he
might
was
be
hiding it.
police waiting for me.
And maybe
would
the
make it
machine
difficult
misinterpreted
to
it too because
sneak
they were in
out
the
of
wrong
my-
bodies.
And that would put my... So I asked you to take me to Marble. But then another unexpected event occurred. I got a Nile mess. I knew I could use him, so I told him I needed his help, and
Oh, she
he
set him
did
up.
as I instructed him to do.
That makes sense
After
because she
that,
was
I got into
smirking
the
after
van
that.
with Ota. But because his presence was unnecessary, I asked him to stop at a convenience store to buy me. When he was gone, I took his car and drove to my parents' house where I used to live. Yes, the Sajima residence. Of course, I knew I couldn't just walk up and ring the doorbell. Hello, Father. I was also in Iris's body at the time. But I thought I could use that to my advantage. So I pushed on the intercom, and sure enough, my dad invited me inside. I told him this: I want you to come with me. There's something. He was quiet for a while, but eventually agreed, and we arrived at the prototype sync machine around 11. By the time I was in the body of Sosajima, it was a new day.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
There
wow.
isn't much to talk about on Monday. Before noon, I used my old man's boss. You might not know this, but she and my father go back about 60. The two shared a terrible... Hinting at that was enough to get the boss to come running to me.
Ah, that's how he
I
got her.
injected her with a sedative, then brought her body to the chemical. I synced with her, exchanged our body. And after blowing my father's brains out, I cut his body into... I stuffed the meat into a vase I'd brought earlier.
The meat. That is a horrible way to refer to a person. Oh my god.
This was yesterday, past midnight. In my new body, I drugged Iris, put her in the van, and Okiura Fishery Coal. I arrived around 1, then prepared for the show for a couple hours. Of course, when I say show, I mean because of the temperature in the warehouse, it took longer than I expected.
Ah.
In the video. Of course.
So that's why the other thing, he hurt his leg, and it was him in the suit, but it wasn't him.
3 times that brat has showed up on that annoyed me to no end. Dressing him up in the polar bear was an impromptu plan on my part. I didn't mean to make you think he was the killer. I just wanted to throw a wrench into the investigation. Didn't matter if you found out or not. This all happened Monday morning. I left the warehouse around 3:38.
That's crazy. So it's been this fool the whole time. No signs of remorse. Of course he wouldn't. I kept wondering why they kept talking about his son, but they never showed a picture of the dude. That'll be why.
The prototype sync machine has a special. It administers a strong dose of sedatives to the original body, and a stimulant to the host after a sync. That kept them docile. To harass you.
What? Oh, okay.
I wanted to bring out the hatred.
So apparently he's got
That's
some
why I
beef with
can't
So
receive
Sejima, or with his son.
That's why I streamed.
Okay.
Because they were important to you, weren't they? I wanted you to feel cornered, trapped. I wanted to punish you, Kaname Date.
Okay, why is it?
You know all about the prototype sync machine, don't you? That should explain it.
To the brain, uh-huh. Even when the brain, the connection to the brain is necessary. However, it still has the optic nerves and blood vessels connected. After the sync, the eye is supposed to be replaced back into the socket. Just to say, side effects are rare unless the or damage somehow. Replacing the eyeball isn't too difficult. Oh, do you think he really gave 2 flying fucks about that?
Of course, I don't really care about eyes.
Yep.
I don't need them. All I cared about was exchanging body.
Wow, man.
And for that, I needed to remove the left eye.
Why didn't you just put the eyes back when you were done?
That's obvious. Once I was finished transferring into a new body, why would I bother replacing the eye? I was just going to get rid of it anyway.
Threw him in the gutter, probably.
Shoko's is an Renju's is an Iris. Iris's is in Dad. Dad's is in Boss.
So he made them eat them? Eat the eyes?
Their stomachs, I mean.
You sick bastard.
Yes, I ate them. Immediately after exchanging personalities.
How horrible.
Holy shit, this dude is twisted.
Homicide is my hobby. I have a tenacity for it. What can I? Of course, it was also necessary to make sure people kept their mouths shut. If I took over someone's body, they would know about my crime. I couldn't risk them reporting me. It was also a matter of revenge. It's personal. That's why I chose people close to you as well, except for my father. That was personal to me, but don't ask. It's embarrassing.
Of course.
This series of murders was like a journey for me. Traveling through bodies to finally... That's the thing about traveling. We always wind up in this... Where do you think, Dad? You're home. A trip is only complete once you return home. The same goes for me. When I return home, my travels will come to an end. So
Is Dante...
My body.
What?
You stole my body. You took it from me 6 years ago. That's why I want revenge.
What are you talking about?
You have no idea what it was like inside my own head. I miss it. I miss my brain, Date. No matter how many people I killed, it never worked. I never felt happy. I feel
Holy shit.
miserable.
You mean?
That's why I can never find a picture of him.
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete...
Oh, my old body. How are you finding it?
That's why she's dosing him with the drug. It's the oxytocin she's giving him.
That's what I've been telling you!
But I don't have the same oxytocin deficiency you did.
That is because I regularly supplement it. They must have increased your dosage too much.
Uh-huh.
No, but the person who had this disorder was number 89, the original Cyclops killer.
That is what I believed as well, but we must have misunderstood. Pewter did not specify who exactly was imprisoned, only that one of the original culprits responsible was currently in prison.
That's strange. That would mean number 89 is the previous chairman, Rohan.
That must be it.
Did this say his personality changed?
Rohan is a parasite inside number 89's brain. Pewter must have known that.
So Dante is
No
89.
Let us determine the specifics using Saito as our starting point. Whose brain was he in before Boss?
So Sejima,
And before So?
Iris. And before that, Renju. And before that, Shoko.
And before Shoko?
Rohan, probably.
I was a parasite inside Rohan's brain 6 years ago until last. I'd lost most of my memories. I was a shell of a man. They housed me in a special but I still had those fragments of my mind left, just as I explained earlier. From a single piece.
So why would you keep all this? Boss must have known all this shit. That's why they closed it down.
Slowly regaining my memories. 1 year ago, I remembered everything. I left the hospital and immediately... I got her body, and she was in Rohan's. When she saw herself in the mirror, she lost her mind. She was confused, panicking, running up the emergency stairs.
Oh, I'm happy they didn't show that.
That's why Rohan committed suicide.
After that, I spent a year perfecting using Shoko's. I spied on you all. That's why I know everything. In there, in that body you are operating right now, in that skull, my personality lived there.
Wait, hold on.
So you saying he's
If what you're
Rohan?
saying is true, what about my personality?
It was in Rohan.
I'm not Rohan.
Correct. It is just as he explained earlier. Number 89 was in Rohan's body. In other words,
You're the assassin.
That's my real.
You were an assassin. You were like a father to Iris. And you was banging Hitomi.
Sorry, but time's up. I want my body back. It's quite simple. Sync with me and stay inside my mind.
And if I refuse?
I know that you won't. I know it.
Huh?
So,
Date, look! This is streaming live!
and he really cares about Hitomi because he was 89.
If you give me back my body, I will give you the location. Oh, and of course, it isn't the chemical.
Iba, where's the sword?
it is being routed through numerous. I cannot identify the source.
Computer, contact headquarters. Got it.
So,
Now,
if he syncs with her, he needs to sync with
will you agree to my request?
89 to get his body back.
Date!
See, I knew you wouldn't. I know you will.
I'm just trying to think, how does that play out? Like, how does...
I did it. I did it. I'm back. I got it all back.
Hey, where's Hitomi?
All right, I'll tell you.
Shouldn't he know since they mixed?
Boss's house. However, it might be too late by now.
What?
Ooh.
Why?
Return my body and I'll tell you the location. That's
Didn't-
what I said.
Didn't say he would give you enough time to go save her.
Lie. I kept my promise.
You bastard!
You're the one who injured that body. It's your own fault, really.
Damn it.
Be seeing you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I figured she was gonna zap his ass eventually. So does that mean 89's real name is Date?
Date, are you all right?
Ooh, he
Everyone's
poisoned her. Technically the boss.
I couldn't do anything.
No, because she was in...
Right where he wanted me. Nothing.
Parallel worlds exist.
Could I have had?
Holy crap. That went left really fast. really, really fast. Yeah, there's like no way to bring back anybody. Like the boss is dead because she was in what you call his body. She was in Sejima's body. Sejima's dead because he was in Iris's body. Iris is dead because she was in Renji's body. Renji's dead because he was in Shoko's body. Shoko's dead because she was in Rohan's body. Rohan's still alive, but he's in 89. And 89 is alive because he's in the boss's body. So the best thing you do is switch 89 and the boss and get, or switch Rohan and but wow. Musical chairs with bodies. Wow. Holy crap. That was just wow. That was really wow. It don't even got an ending after this. It don't even got a cutscene after the daggone credits. It's just done. I love it. That was wow.